What's up, everyone? All right, well, it's a big red day in the small account, down over $4,500. This is brutal. This is very disappointing. I started, well, what was it? On Wednesday, I was up $3,000, and that put the account at 26,000, which meant I was only $4,000 away from finishing the challenge. Well, one more setback before I could cross the finish line, and sometimes that's the way it goes. In fact, that's the way it went when I came up to just under $1 million when I did my first small account challenge, from less than 600 bucks to a million. When I got within $4,000 of a million, I think it was a $40,000 red day. And it ended up taking me like 6 weeks to kind of emotionally, mentally recover before I ended up crossing the finish line. So here we are once again, getting near a finish line, and red yesterday 2,000, red 4,000 today. So now the account, which started at $23,993 this morning, will be at 19,500 on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm back to being about $10,000 away. But it doesn't change the fact that I've made some really nice progress, which is good. But obviously, this is a step back, and so I've got to kind of recalibrate and slow down a little bit, focus on base hits. I got too aggressive yesterday, even more aggressive today, and that resulted in 2 red days in a row. So trading is risky. And if you didn't already know that, well, here I am telling you, trading is risky. And most beginner traders lose money. It's not just because trading is sort of difficult to learn and there's a lot of things to keep straight and you've got your computer skills and all the software. It's also the mental game. It's the dealing with loss, and it happens on such a regular basis. It can really be difficult. So I still struggle with it, and I've been doing it for a long time. So you should assume my results are not typical, and as a beginner, you'll struggle. Do yourself a favor and trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. I hope you enjoy the recap. It's a red day recap, biggest red day of the small account challenge, both in dollar and percentage. It's not a good one, but just like every other time, I will rebuild, I will recover, and I will get back to where I was before this red day, uh, before too long. So stick with me on the journey. We'll get there. Today's day 35 in the books as a red day recap. All right, see you later.
All right, well, it's a red day recap. This is the biggest red day that I've had in the small account challenge. It's super discouraging, but it is my own fault. Of course, that's how trading goes. Can't blame anyone except yourself. IMLP, news out this morning, FDA approval, halted. I thought the news seemed great. I was bullish on the headline, and I jumped in it at $38 right around here as it started squeezing up. And it moved fast. It moved up, and I chased it for sure. Hit a high of 45, then pulled back. And on my first trade, I lost 2,000 bucks on this pullback. And then I got back in for a trade at the open. Right here, I got in for the break back over VWAP, and I lost another 2,000 bucks. So two $2,000 losers puts me down 4,500 bucks. The second trade was risky because I was already down 2,000, and I took it anyways. I thought we would get a break of VWAP at the open. I thought the news was great. And it's confusing. You've got FDA approval. That seems like a great catalyst. It's a recent IPO stock. All-time highs were 28. I thought this looked great. I was thinking on GLSI and some of these others that have had good news come out when they're recent IPO stocks, and boy, some of them can be phenomenal. Well, I guess I was wrong. So unfortunately, my account's down big today. I started with $23,993.59, and I'll be back around 19,400 tomorrow, or on Tuesday when I get back. So, 2 big red days in a row. It obviously was red 2,000 yesterday, so now I'm down 6,500 in 2 days. I've given back more than 20% of my account, from a high of 26, to now back to 19. I think that for sure on this one, I held too long and I went for big moves and I thought big potential. And would have been a hard one to take really quick base hits on because the spreads are big, and so it wasn't really an appropriate one, I suppose, for the small account, and I took it anyways. And maybe that was partly for lack of anything else that looked better. APOP was our leading gapper, and that one failed as well. So, well, it's a red day going into the weekend. That's not a fun way to start a long weekend. And I'm red on the month now, but I'm not really looking at my stats on a monthly basis in the small account, which is sort of freeing in a way. I'm just focusing on the account, but I'm going to have some work to do. It's going to take me a week to make back the losses of the last 2 days, a week at best. I mean, it's going to take some time to make it back. So the small account continues. It's day 35. And I thought that I was, kind of lined up to finish the small account challenge this week with 2 more decent days. And those 2 days, instead of being two $2,000 green days, were 2 days, 6,500 in the red. And now I've got over $10,000 between me and the $30,000 goal. I suppose it's a reminder that trading is a marathon, not a sprint. And just to take it one trade at a time. And if you have to take a couple days off, there's nothing that looks good. It's better to do that than to force it and take high risk trades and have unnecessary losses. But I don't know. On another day, maybe this one would have worked. It seemed like a great setup. I'm not sure why it didn't continue. I'm really not sure. But that's trading. There's no sure thing. There's no guarantee. And as hard as I might try to avoid big losses, they're going to happen from time to time. And I got one today. So that's day 35 in the books. I will live to trade another day. I didn't blow up the account, but I did take a good loss. I'm glad I cut the loss where I did, of course, but I am a bit discouraged by this red day going into the weekend. So again, like I've said, if you can't handle that discouragement, trading's the wrong career for you, because you're going to deal with a lot of it as a trader. Just the way it is. You make money, you lose money. You make money, you lose money. And those who succeed make a little bit more than they lose. And it takes a long time even to get that good. But you still have to deal with losses. And you have to be able to brush them off and get back on the horse. And when I get back on the horse on Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to have to try to just, put this day behind me and focus on just getting a couple of base hits and smaller goals of 500, $250, $500, just to get a couple green days under my belt after 2 red days and get back into the groove. So 35 days of the small account challenge here. I think this is my second little red streak that I've had. I had another one in the 20s, day 20, about 10 days ago, maybe 15 trading days ago. So this is the second time I've had kind of a little red streak. This one's been bigger with 2 back-to-back losses, but I recovered from the last one. I'll recover from this one, but I'm sure there'll be another one in the future, because that's the way it works. So I guess I'm glad it's the weekend. Gives me a chance to kind of reset and come back, maybe recharge next week. So that's it for me. Day 35 in the books. Red Day recap.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.